Yeah, he can smile, he can punch. He's obviously built for the job.
It looks as though he's going to be a bit of a crowd pleaser and ticket seller.
And just to repeat, Faisal Mohammed.
Welcome back to another edition of Life Matters. We are in Great Portland Street. Nice setting. Yeah, man, Faisal Mohammed. Do you know how long I've tried to get this guy on screen? You're the one guy that I haven't given up on, because I'm a belligerent guy.
Yeah.
And if I text and say, oh, can we do this, can we do this, can we do this, and 3-4 times we haven't managed it, usually I'm like, oh, this guy's not on it, man, let me just knock him off. But Faiz, I'm not, today I'm a little bit flued up, it's raining, and I'm not letting you get away, man. So thank you so much for your time, your energy. And I don't know where to start, to be fair, man, because Faisal has been a kickboxing world champion, a pro boxer, a personal trainer, a bodyguard, a stuntman, a movie star, involved in TV, a life coach. Wow, man, we could go on. We actually said, Faiz, the first thing you said to me was we need a Netflix series for you, man.
Yeah, it's like a Netflix series.
And I think I've met the only guy that talks more than me, man. So we're gonna chew it. We're gonna chew it. We're gonna chew it through, man.
I'll let you speak.
Faiz, my first portal call is your parents are beautiful people. They instilled in you serious discipline.
Yeah.
How did you get into the kickboxing to start off with? Who encouraged you to do the kickboxing? Was it like dad telling you, right, you need to do something to be disciplined? Or was it something that you fell upon?
Do you know what happened? I started Wilson College.
Okay.
And when I went to Wilson College, there was a few guys that I met who were from Roundwood Estate. And, you know, obviously I was from Kilburn, they were from Roundwood, but we got along.
Okay.
And one of them, a friend of mine called Paul Folger, kept telling me, come to the karate class, come to the karate class. He said, come, it's free. You can like sneak in the side. So I was like, okay, all right then. And
what year we're talking?
This was 1990.
1990,
yeah.
Early doors, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, all right. Went down to the class. My brother came down there with me. My brother's always there. Did
he do it beforehand?
No, he used to do taekwondo back in Ghana.
Discipline of martial arts in your house?
Yeah. Plus, my dad was in the army, so that discipline thing, you know, obviously you knew how to take instruction, listen, and make sure you make sure you didn't do what you're not.
Your dad looks very regal, man. He looks like authoritative without even trying.
Yeah. We're from a tribe. You know, the Gomba tribe, and so everything is about respect and pride and all of that. So my dad and my mum instilled that in us. And basically, you know, when it came time to doing martial arts, which when I went down to the class and I did it for the first time. The thing, what made me go back was the next day I couldn't move.
Yeah, muscles you using that you never even had.
I could not move, and I was like, no, I got to go back. And I went back, started training.
Did your dad encourage that? Did he take an avid interest in you doing that?
Not really. It's funny because I've always just done everything myself. I've always been like, I'm doing that, and that's it.
So where does that motivation come from?
With that, I think that's just something that's inside me. I don't think no one ever told me, I'll go do this and do no one. I've never had that at all. But I've always watched my brother doing stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, I want.
So that was the inspiration.
Yeah.
Tangibly there.
100%. I want to be like my brother. That's what it was.
I suppose, like you said, with your dad being full of discipline, that subconsciously was instilled in you.
Yeah.
So whatever you were going to toss your hand to, you're going to do properly.
Yes.
After doing that, you excelled in the kickboxing.
Yeah.
Started competing.
Yeah.
Became world champion.
That's right.
Tell me about that, my bro. How, we underplay that, man. Yeah. World champion is no joke, man. World champion. Yeah. How does someone growing up in Kilburn kind of, in the end, so to speak, become a world champion?
I mean, I started at London Predators, which was the kickboxing club that I used to train at. And the thing is, like I said, the whole discipline thing, for me, what I understood was it's about listening. Yeah. You got to listen and take in whatever instruction that's been given to you. And if you follow it, this is going to be the results.
Give you a chance.
Yeah, you can't be listening and then, hey, let me do something else and then be expecting the results. And I saw my other friends who were training, but I was like, no, you guys aren't listening. So I was listening and I was getting results, going to tournaments, winning tournaments and all of that stuff. And, you know, I took it all in and basically ended up going to the World Championships.
Where was the World Championships?
In Canada, Ottawa.
95?
95, yeah. And
is that vivid for you? Can you remember that?
Yeah, I can remember that like it was yesterday.
Golden moment? Does that fill you with pride?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, man, should be, man.
Yeah. So, you know, I remember especially in the finals, I had to fight my friend Nathan Lewis, the Megatron. Call him the Megatron.
Yeah. I've met him.
How menacing this guy was.
Yeah.
And but for me, I gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
I gravitate towards that competition and that.
And was he a friend of yours at the time?
He became a friend of mine. Yeah. Became a real close friend of mine.
Yeah.
Because for me, I was just copying everything he did because he was the one.
He was inspirational, man. I met him a few times and even the 20 minutes that I've had with him, inspiring a human being.
Yeah,
man.
he was the world champion. So my whole thing, like I said, when I went from doing one thing to the next is, I'm going to see who's the best. Yeah. Watch exactly what they do. I have to film him fighting, training. Yeah. And I'm going to copy his behavior. And then I start thinking like, that's what I used to do.
That's amazing.
And then all of a sudden, I ended up fighting Nathan in the semi-finals and beating him in the words. But because I knew exactly how he behaved and he thought.
That's deep.
Yeah, it was deep. And then
how old were you?
21.
So that's a very mature kind of approach to it at 21 to get, because what you just said there is you were more interested in the psychological element of it.
Yeah, 100%.
So when did that come from at 21?
I remember when I started karate, what I used to do when I'd always be watching everyone in the class. Yeah. But I'd do the class like I was standing in the corner watching myself and everyone else. That's how I used to train. I wasn't in my head, that's the thing. I look at everyone and I see, you know, people are over there, this one's cheating, this one's... So I'm watching their behavior and I can see what they're doing. But because I kind of almost did things from the outside, even now I still do it. If I'm doing something.
Yeah, it's a mindset.
And I can see exactly what's going on. And especially when I'm trying to... So if I'm watching someone else do something, I can take in everything they're doing.
Take the good.
Basically, I almost become them.
Yeah, no, you take the good. I do. You take the good.
Yeah.
Somebody again said it. Everyone... Secret life is to take the good parts of everybody and kind of... Yeah. But you became that for a lot of us. We'd look at you and be like, he's unwavering with his approach. Yeah. Right, world champion. Yes. What changed for you when you became world champion? Did you get kudos with that?
Yeah, but you know,
quite a niche environment though, the kickboxing.
Yeah, exactly. In the kickboxing environment and stuff. But then for me, my thing was that was my goal. Once I achieved that goal, I was like, now something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something else.
And then you were conscious that it had to be something else.
Yeah. I was always self-aware. That's just how I...
What, because of finance or because of a challenge?
Because of the challenge. Yeah, because of the challenge.
So how did that go from kickboxing to boxing?
So at the same time when I was kickboxing, I actually did start boxing because I wanted to make the punching part of my kickboxing better, which it was. Yeah, so I used that to win the world championships. And then when I won the world championships, okay, I'm going to go into boxing, which I did. And I was training at All Stars.
How many amateur fights did you have?
I had 5 amateur fights.
And within 5, you won all 5? Yeah. ABAs?
Yeah, ABAs as well, yeah. Fought in the novice ABAs.
Novice ABAs.
National ABAs.
Massive. Why did you accelerate and go straight into the pros?
Because I felt like I could.
Was it your style was a bit not aesthetically amateur style? It was... When I watched you fight, man, it was strictly about get this guy out of here as quickly as can. Yeah. So it wasn't really suited to the amateur.
Yeah. I wasn't fighting for points.
No. You wanted to... Man.
You
know what you were doing now? We would always say, he brought the violence, man.
You know where we're coming from.
Yeah, he brought the violence. You know what? You thought like the hood was fighting with you.
Yeah. The energy that we have to express, for me, was from where I was coming from.
Yeah.
You know, that was the energy, and that's
a manifestation of who you are and where you grew up.
Yes.
Come out in that.
Yeah. Like that's, you know, we believed in ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we projected.
I hear you, my bro.
You know, and we were totally committed to whatever it was that we were doing, and that was the energy for me that I put through the fight.
Yeah. It's a powerful energy, man. 5 amateur fights, then into the pros. Yeah. How many pro fights?
I had 7 professional fights.
I think I went to 2 of your pro fights. Yeah. So we went as a family, man, to watch fighters, man, represent. And honestly, we went to
York Court.
Yeah. I mean, a real staple of British boxing, man. And to have Faisal at York Court, got in there, man, and I thought I was like in a rave in the hood because the whole manor was there. There was no way Faisal was going to lose that fight. If Faisal had lost that fight, I think we'd still be there now tearing the place down, man. And I think, in a way, I think we went to your last fight, man.
Yeah, you did.
It was your last fight. Yeah. Why was that your last fight, Faz?
Because on my 8th fight, when I went to do my yearly medical, they found out that I had hypertension, but I had atrial fibrillation, which is basically a heart failure.
Bloody hell.
And they said what happened is if I end up fighting, I could end up with a brain hemorrhage. So the British Boxing Board took away my license. And they said, no, I can't fight, because I had to start taking tablets and stuff. And
for the rest of your life?
Yeah, but honestly, I'm a fighter. So that's not happening. I'm gonna, do everything I can to stop it. And I spent about 2 years trying to, trying different things apart from taking tablets, to try and bring my blood pressure down. And then it got to a point where I had to stop training, which I did. And when my blood pressure went down a bit, then I went back to training, and then it just went straight back up. So it was like, in the end, I just had to.
Resilience you need to show to kind of say like, okay, my heart's been broken. I've been told I can't pursue my boxing career. How did you deal with that, man?
I mean, that kind of put you...
I'm talking about the mentality behind it.
Yeah. Mentally, it kind of puts you in a space, because you're like, hold on, wait, this is the dream that you were chasing. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you can't chase it because this thing you've been relying on, which is your body, which has been so strong and has been, giving you all the results that you want, now can't perform. So you kind of got to deal with that. And it's a bit of a dark space, but you got to work out how to come out of it.
Because your medicine has always been your workouts.
Yeah.
So at the time, you had to stop working out as well.
Yeah.
So you were vulnerable at that time.
Yeah, but it all comes back to that mental part, which, like I always say about your inner monologue and what thoughts...
Say that again.
Your inner monologue.
Inner monologue.
Yeah, the conversation that's going on in your own head. Like your relationship with your own mind, basically, and you being able to deal with that, because constantly, that's something that you're having to deal with anyway, just as a human being.
I like that.
And it's that relationship with yourself, with myself, which is all about me supporting myself, which obviously when I'm fighting or I've got any challenge, which any of us, it applies to every single person.
100%.
It's about you supporting yourself. Because when it comes down to it, just like fighting or any thing you're doing, listen, when you're in that ring, it's just you.
That fighting mindset helped you get through that.
100%. It doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter how bad it is, push me to that point, I'm still going to support myself.
What are you about?
Yeah.
Fundamentally.
Yeah. The conversation that goes on in my head is, if I'm going down, as far as I'm concerned, there's 2 of me in here.
Yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I realized that when I went to the World Championships and I got into the finals, and I was fighting the guy, and I remember Nathan telling me, hey, Faisal, you gotta be careful because this guy punches really hard. Yeah. And I was like, whatever. I was 25.
Okay. Testosterone flight.
Yeah, exactly. And then what happened was he went bam in my face at one point, and I was like,
wake you up here.
At that moment, I thought I was back in London in bed. And all I could hear was, do you know what? Silver's not too bad. Okay,
I'll take second place.
Yeah. So it was that moment of truth. And I was like, okay, and it kept running my head. And I went, nah, no way, I'm not accepting. No, I'm not having this. And then I just went and gave everything I got, and I ended up winning the gold medal. But that was the point where it made me...
the psychological approach to it.
Yeah, especially the belief part.
Yeah.
Because you can say what you want.
No.
But
action, man.
When it comes down to it...
What are you about?
That, exactly. Yeah. So it had to, that's what happened.
Faisal, we're going undercover. We're going undercover.
We can keep... We're going...
No, man, we're buying food out. This guy, we fly out. The camera is going to be all
your colours up.
Should we go there? Dealing with being told you're not able to pursue your career.
Yeah.
Then you had to find a niche somewhere. You had to find a different career path, or you had to find something that you could apply yourself to.
Yeah.
So you went into personal training?
Yeah. So I was like, at first I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Okay, all right, you know what? I'm going to do personal training and close protection, the Bodyguard. That's what I was like.
How did you?
What I'm gonna do.
So the biggest one for us, and we were obviously around at the time, was you bucked up and you started working with Craig David.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So
and I mean physically, how did you meet him? How did that come about?
Okay. So my ex-wife Kim, introduced me to him because she was a production manager at LWT for the South Bank show.
Yeah.
And they were doing a show on Craig, and at the time she was telling them about me. Because he had a bodyguard at the time, but he ended up leaving and going to Miami or something. And so she made the introduction, and that's how it happened.
Whoever's in your company feels good.
Yeah, yeah.
You got that kind of quality about you, Faiz, man. So it doesn't surprise me that you gelled with Craig.
Yeah.
Good guy?
Yeah, Craig's cool. Yeah.
How long did you stay with him?
For about 6 years.
And you trained him up as well?
Yeah, we trained.
The transformation
mentally.
from Craig David was amazing. Physically, he just went.
Yeah.
That was your work.
Yeah. But his mentality and his
good mentality.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, but you had to instill some of that.
Yeah. But he
was receptive.
He's got that mind. Yeah. Obviously, that's why he is who he is.
Yeah, not that.
That mentality of when we're doing, man understands it, and once he puts him.
So you were his personal trainer and his bodyguard.
Yeah.
Wicked.
So traveling all over the place.
All over the world.
Yeah, all
Did you have fun
touring and all that? Yeah. That was.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
When you look back, I love the smile people give when they recollect good times, man.
Yeah. It was fantastic, man.
Right, so from there, you kind of dabbled in stunt work.
Yeah. How did you
get into
that acting stuff? Because obviously I did the kickboxing and stuff before. Yeah. A lot of my friends were stunt coordinators, and I remember my good friend Buster Reeds, who was Buster won like the back in the day they had the not the Gladiators. Was it Gladiators?
What TV show?
Yeah, what was that show where they used to have Gladiator?
Yeah.
Where they used to compete against each other though, not Gladiator. There was another one, I can't remember what it was called.
What, game show?
Yeah. Where they had two athletes that compete against each other and they do all the
That was Gladiators, man.
Nah, it was something else, man. I can't remember what it's called.
Unless you're going way back, and it was what was it called? There was another one in the early 80s, but that was way.
So he won that, but he's an amazing athlete.
Okay.
Fantastic martial artist. Yeah. And he's a stunt coordinator. And he called me up and he was like, Faiz, there's a film that he's doing. Would I be interested in coming down meeting the director? Because there's a character.
What film was it?
That I could let me get to that. God. So I was like, yeah, of course. So I went down, met the director, went down to Warner Brothers studio, met the director, sat down.
How was your Anthony? What was your comfort zone?
No, not really. For me, I'm kind of comfortable.
Okay.
Whatever. So I'm like, I went and met the director, had a chat, and he was like, oh yeah, you'd like to, do a little audition with me. I said, okay, fine. And he was like, can I just walk from the TV to the chair over there, and just imagine that someone's like killed a relative of mine or something, and just walk towards them. So I said, all right then. So did the walk.
You had no acting experience since?
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
So I started walking towards the chair, and like 2 seconds, he was like, no, it's all right, you can stop. And I carried on walking towards it like that.
Looking like you're already set.
Yeah. And then he was like, no, it's all right. And then...
what did you do to get into that space?
It's just my fighting.
Ring walk.
Yeah. That
ring walk.
That look, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was... And I got the part. And I went outside, sat down, waiting for them to come and have a chat to me. I looked up on the wall. I'm seeing pictures of...
Did you know what it was?
I didn't know.
Okay, that's why I said, but you didn't know what you were getting.
I didn't have a clue.
Okay.
So I was looking and I sat down and I seen all these pictures of all these actors. Hold on. Oh, that's Christoph Waltz. Hold on. Jamin Hansu. Hey, Alexander Skarsgård. It was the Legend of Tarzan.
Big.
So I was like, what? Oh, okay. And that was the first thing that I did. I ended up playing the huge warrior in that. And
you were... That's an iconic opening scene, man.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, and shut me down,
yeah,
Faisal's covered in some kind of white paint.
Yeah.
And you come out and it's like, it's on.
And like 200 warriors.
Yeah, man.
And even all the other guys, that, in the scene, who,
Did you enjoy being in the film, sir?
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. Yeah. For me, it was like being in the ring.
Metaphorically, kind of make that your comeback.
Yeah,
I had to.
Yeah, that's what it became. Yeah. But obviously now, it's the mental part of, again, having to be in that space where you still got a crowd of people watching you do what you're doing,
and you're performing.
Yeah, and you're performing. And the thing about it is really all about you not being in your head, which for me, the acting and the fighting is the same. I remember doing an acting course just up the road from here, actually. The Meisner technique, where you go on the stage and with the tutor, I was going back and forth. And he said to me, Faisal, isn't this like fighting? And I said, yeah, it is like exactly like fighting.
But even the preparation in terms of rehearsal, it's like going into fight camp.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard that from obviously my brother. I've heard that from actors. It's still an analogy to it.
And then internally, the things you're having to deal with, but obviously being able to be vulnerable and so to show who you are. So for me, yeah, I loved all that because that's what
you like putting yourself at risk.
Yeah, that's what my whole life was all about.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm not scared to be myself. This is the thing. So I can put myself out there. I'm not scared to cry. I'm not scared. Whatever, man. This is just, as I say, a tear runs down my eye.
No, that's rain, man. That's no, he's not crying. And I'm glad we got out of the rain, to be fair, man. That looks shoddy out there, man. Faiz was like, what's wrong with you? You suck. Faiz is telling me you're soft ham. Put your collars up and stay in the rain. Yo, bro, we're not working out now, This is talk.
I'm trying to take it easy now. I'm older.
My boy, that's to me out there. Right. So now you're on the crest of a wave of being in the film industry.
Yeah.
Legend of Tarzan.
Yeah.
Where does it go after that?
So I did the Legend of Tarzan, and then I started doing some stunt stuff as well. And I was like, okay, all right. It's a good way to get into the film. So obviously, if you can do the stunts and acting as well.
Yeah.
And then I've another friend of mine who's a stunt coordinator, Marcus, who called me up to do some other jobs like Krypton, which was which was fantastic.
That was a Superman story.
Yeah.
And you were.
And so I played one of the characters. Well, I went in there to do one
show.
Yeah, TV show. I went in there to do one scene. They were filming in Belfast. I went there to do one scene, but I was so in it. I remember at the end of when we finished filming. But again, it's the same application. Like when I'm fighting, and that same conversation. That by the time I finished filming, my friend Lee, who's a stunt coordinator, Lee, I remember walking off and Lee tapped me on the shoulder and he went, Faiz, they want to know if you can act, like the director and producer. I said, yeah, of course I can act. And then he said, all right, they want you to send some footage. I said, all right, then sent the footage of me doing some short film, sent it to them. And he says, yeah, they're writing you into the show. I said, okay, wicked. So I went and I'm going back. And the character was written into the show. Originally, my character became regular. Yeah, so my character in the show was actually a hologram.
Okay.
In the first scene, so it wasn't that. I've never. Yeah. So then what happened was, that's a spoiler for you.
Yeah, it's good, man. I'll jump on it, man.
But yeah, so then they wrote me into that, and then again, Marcus, who's a fantastic stunt coordinator, man, and Lee called me up to do Pennyworth as well, which is the Batman. So the Batman one again, I went in to do one scene. I said, Marcus, just call me in, just let me do it, because it's all about energy.
Yeah, 100%. That's all it is. 100%.
Went in there, did that, and they wrote me into that as well.
Led on.
Yeah.
Various different ones.
Yeah.
And then the big one that we found out about, I remember shouting you, and I didn't know, but you were in Morocco at the time.
Yeah.
Is it Morocco?
Yeah.
So I shouted you, and you're like, Ham, I'm in Morocco.
Yeah.
You sent me your location.
Yeah.
And you said, look, get on the low.
Yeah.
I'm filming.
When we're filming Gladiator.
Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
Randomly, you know what? No, you were like, Denzel and I'm like, what? You're filming Gladiator 2? I didn't even know there was a Gladiator 2 being produced. What was your role in that?
And that was fun. That one, I was doing stunts in that.
Stunts.
Which was fantastic, because
it must have been epic.
Oh my God, it was epic, man.
You enjoy it?
It was, yeah, 100%.
Did you have time to mix with the cast?
No. But it was just, the whole thing was just epic, man.
And imagine, bro.
Everything was just
Ridley Scott.
Yeah. The thing was huge. And even all the other guys are stunt guys, and just man, it was an epic.
Casting your mind back. What did you take from that?
For me, like I said, it's that whole interaction with the.
Did you really like-minded people?
Yeah, that's what you're around.
After Gladiator, was there other work after Gladiator?
What did I do after Gladiator? I can't even remember what I did. I think, what happened after?
Well, to be fair, I'm bringing it up to current.
Yeah.
Your physicality and your determination and your mindset
Yeah.
almost created an invincible feel that you had.
Yeah.
And I asked you earlier on, is it okay if I mention your health scare?
Yeah.
Right, so the narrative is we've got an extraordinarily physical human being that is unwavering in his discipline and in his confidence to try new stuff. Indestructible almost. And then you had a major, major health scare.
Yeah.
When you told me about it and I heard about it, honestly, Faisal, I felt emotional, man.
Yeah.
Can you, if you don't mind, taking me through what happened?
Yeah.
When it happened?
Yeah. 100%.
And the beautiful thing is, that the smile, he's still here, man. Faisal is still here.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
My brother, what happened?
So, in 2000, when I got diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, I remember I went to Harley Street and they were telling me, oh, my heart has grown and all this stuff and whatever it is. And obviously I couldn't fight anymore. But then they said to me, oh, this is what could happen later on in your life. So I must have been at my sister's house. And this was after this whole COVID stuff anyway. So I was at my sister's house and I was having trouble breathing. And so I went to the toilet and I put my head on the sink. And when I put my head on the sink, I was like, hold on, wait, something feels funny like in my arm. So my arm started feeling like it wasn't mine. And then all of a sudden I kind of put my head up and it's like I threw my arm and my arm started shaking like this. And then all of a sudden something started here in my head and it started, it was like a vibration in my head, like this. And I was thinking, the hell is that? And then it went from my head to my heart palpitations. But I could hear it. It's like I was sitting on top of a washing machine. Yeah. Like this in my heart. And straight away I was like, nah, I need to get out of here. All of a sudden, you almost go to, it's like a panic attack. Breathing stopped. And I was like, okay, I need to move. But my legs didn't feel like they were my legs. And I went, nah, I need to get out. So I started walking out, pushed the door open and started walking. Couldn't breathe. And it was almost like I was like Frankenstein, as I said. And I was walking like this. And my brother and sister were in the room and I walked towards them. And my sister was like, oh my God, quick, what's going on? Can't breathe. My brother was like, quick, call the ambulance, call the ambulance. Ambulance was on its way, came in. My sister was like, sit down and breathe. And I was trying to breathe, everything started turning white. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And I said to my sister, quick, go and get my tablets. But as I started speaking, my voice started to slow down. And I was like, quick, go and get my tablet. And I thought, what the hell is going on?
But you still had the consciousness to kind of try and analyze what was going on?
Yeah, so I could see it all happening. Yeah. And I was like, I feel like I'm being switched off. It's like someone switched the button and now it's time for me to get switched off. Everything started turning white. My sister went, quickly got my tablets, came back, I quickly took the tablets. But obviously it became panic because it was like, hold on, wait, this is what's happening. And I feel like it's time to go. Yes. And for a split second, a vision, you remember Ghosts?
Yeah.
When, you know, that light comes and he started.
And you saw that first?
That's what started, that's what I felt like.
What did you see, my bro?
I was like, hold on, wait, something's opening up for me to.
Are you serious? You see the other side?
Yeah, and I was like, nah, I'm not. Nah. And I thought of my friend, Simon Abranti, who's a DJ. He used to be on One Extra, I think it was. Yeah. Or Kiss. And he had a stroke and ended up, you know, being paralyzed and all of that. He's much better now. But I was like, no way is this happening. This can't be happening to me. And as soon as I thought that everything that was happening stopped. And, you know, my voice, everything started going back to normal. Everything was still white. And I thought, nah, I'm going to close my eyes because I don't even want to see all that's going on. And so I just closed my eyes were closed for about 2 hours. Ambulance came, got me, took me to the...
You fundamentally had heart failure.
A heart failure. I was gone. And on my way, I was just...
So when you say heart failure, like on a heart attack?
Yeah, basically. And my heart just wasn't pumping enough. And basically, I was in the ambulance, and as the ambulance was going, I was like, the thought came to me. I was like, I guess this is it. I'm as positive as they come.
Yeah, you really are.
Mine is
no, I know that.
Mine. Yeah. But I was like, nah, I think I'm out of here. Man. And you know, I ended up going to the hospital, stayed there for about 5 days. I was holding so much water, like water retention, like a stone and a half of
and then did the
water.
doctors say that you were...
Everything was just everything was just abnormal. You know, all the things that they did, all the tests and all that, everything was just abnormal. And it was like, oh no, wait, I was going. But they said I was lucky because it was the top chamber of my heart that was that wasn't working, and not the bottom. And if it was the bottom, I would have been gone.
You're also very fortunate, my brother, that it happened in a safe spot where your sister and your brother were.
Yeah.
So if you were by yourself somewhere...
Nah, I would have been gone. I was lucky I didn't collapse and hit my head or something like that. You know, and I was lucky I was still able to think. Because like I said, when that panic kicks in, that's it. Because when the panic kicks in, everything just shuts down. Yeah. You can't even think. But
you stayed conscious?
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing is, if, like I was saying to my friend, if no one was in the house, I probably would have opened the window.
Jumped out.
My mind would have definitely tried to do something.
That's the fire in you, Faz, that you always had.
I would have tried to do something. I'm glad I didn't have to.
You got the fire in you, man. He tried to fire a heart. You know Muhammad Ali says, I fought lightning. Faisal fought a heart attack, man. He wasn't having it.
I'm glad I didn't have to jump out the window.
I'm glad you didn't as well, man. Okay, and then recovery's taken a while.
Recovery took me about, like, mentally and everything, it took me about 8 months to get back to normal, especially mentally, you know, being in the house. And, you know, you said something like the house.
I was just about to say, Faisal, man, you said something that for somebody that's, again, so physical, you were scared to come out the house. You felt vulnerable.
You say, come out the house, because I love the way you own that. You're scared to go to the toilet. Don't come out of the house because you're thinking, hold on, wait. Is it going to happen again? Or, you know, and these things start happening. But I thought normally I fight things. You know, mentally I'm like hard.
Did you have to submit to this?
Yeah, I was like, no, let me just let everything happen naturally. Like,
now, how pivotal were your family?
In
recovery.
My family were there. You know, 100%. Everyone, all my loved ones, you know, were there, and but you know, I had the support, like, from everyone. And but ultimately you still having to deal with it by
100%, man. And especially from being somebody that's so vibrant and social and and aspiring to be here, there, everywhere. Suddenly it's paused.
Suddenly you're like, relax, man. I need to, you know, put the...
How did you deal with that mentally, my bro?
Again, back to that inner monologue.
Inner monologue.
You know, the conversation that's going on. Let me just let it happen. Hold on, if something's happening, or if I'm scared to go to the toilet, let me be scared.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's be scared, and let's let it happen naturally. Let's let whatever it is that's trying to happen, rather than normally I stop everything that's happening. Normally I stop everything and just keep it moving. But I was like, no, let me just deal with things in the moment. So it changed the way I, you know, approach to letting whatever it is happen.
It's a timely reminder to all of us that we're vulnerable, man.
Everyone.
And now that I'm so glad, obviously, without sounding corny, you're back on the mend and you look amazing. You look like no different from when I saw you the previous time or whatever. But it's a reminder to, you said it earlier on when we were setting up, to be thankful.
100%.
Grateful. And to make the most of it, man.
Make the most of it, man.
And you've got a great reason to make the most of it. You've got beautiful children that are all on their own journeys. I've taken a vested interest in Jamal, who is your 19-year-old son. Who's on a journey to become he is a pro footballer, but on a journey to forge a tremendous career. And I suppose that's why we're still here, man. Like, there's a purpose, man, Faz, man.
There's a purpose. We've got to keep it moving again. Like,
they weren't at your time yet.
Nah, they kicked me out. They said, we're not ready for it.
Ready yet.
He's not ready yet.
And now that you're back feeling good, what's the next chapter now, Faz?
Man, the next chapter, like I said, the main thing is health. Just realizing how the health part, and you know, everyone gets too caught up and busy with what they're doing and all that stuff. Let me tell you something, when you're going, all of that means...
It means nothing. You're not Faisal Mohammed, kickboxer, boxer, actor. You're just Faiz.
Forget about
Faisal.
Forget about all that. You see it in that moment. So just, again, you know, just being in the moment, you know, that whole thing where just and who you are and your energy and how you're, you know, interacting with other people and just all of that, man. Just realize how much you know, how much or how lucky you are just to be here. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how shy.
So it's just put a different take on it,
man.
Nothing's important.
Nothing is
because life matters. That's the only thing that matters.
Just for said, open your eyes. Listen, you can get on with what you're doing. Don't sit there.
I turned up earlier and I said to Faisal, I feel a bit flued up, and he said, "Alhamdulillah, you're flued up.
Yeah.
Be grateful that you're flued up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
You're must lucky to be here.
Yeah, I hear you.
To be flued up.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's
deep, man. It's deep, Faz. It's deep.
I'm telling you, boy, that split second where, listen, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
Say something. You'd be happy to be here, to be flued up.
Yeah, with a bad back.
To have a bad back. Yeah. I can't bop, but you know, still here.
Still here, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Faisal, you're inspirational in your approach to it. You're inspirational in your approach to life generally, man. And we always kind of bring it back to how we can inspire children. I work with kids.
Yeah.
And I'm really kind of big on the next generation are so distracted by technology, iPads, this, that, the other. And give me 3 words that save somebody. I said that my son's interested in doing stunt work or whatnot. Give me 3 words that, whether it's a child that wants to do stunt work or box it, whatever it is, 3 words that somebody should carry as they forge their career in whatever field.
I think the most important thing is listening, discipline, and modeling. Because the modeling part is making sure you're picking the right people to model yourself.
Okay. Who you surround yourself with?
Who you surround yourself with.
Go back to the career kind of path. Faisal has shown resilience, bravery, courage to try new things, to think out of the box, to learn and to humble himself and pick up from different people. It's a great tool that people watching this should take away, especially the youngsters, and think to, yeah, you know what? That's bravery there, man. That's bravery, man. And then obviously later on with the health, resilience, and the maturity to analyze what's going on and where you are at your life. And now you've been blessed, like I said, with beautiful children that are doing their wicked thing, man. Faiz, I can't thank you enough, man. Honestly, we could do 6 episodes and I'd find something for us to kind of chew over. You've got a wicked smile, you've got great energy. I leave here feeling, yeah, man.
Forget about the cold, man.
No, forget about the cold, man. The warmth is here. The warmth is here. Faisal Mohammed, man. Share, like, subscribe. If this ain't a story worth telling, then I don't know what is, man. Faisal Mohammed, I'm blessed to know you. Love always. Thank you for looking. Come here, man. So glad he made it, man. So glad he made it. Maybe it's weak enough for me to try a little something with him now. Join in next time, man. Faisal Mohammed, you're in awe, man. My brother.